Wrexham AFC have today completed their first signing of the 2025 summer transfer window as Plymouth Argyle striker Ryan Hardie joins the club for an undisclosed fee. Proven quality in not only League One but the Championship as well, and he becomes Phil Parkinson's first recruit of this transfer window as Wrexham look to build and kick on in the Championship next season. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Can we try and hit 140 likes on today's video? And don't forget to get your thoughts in on this signing down in the comment section down below. Wrexham fans, Plymouth fans and wider general football fans as well, let me know your thoughts on this business down in the comment section down below. Let's waste no further time and get straight into it. We'll start out firstly then with Plymouth Argyle's article that they put out, which reads: Ryan Hardie signs for Wrexham. Ryan Hardie has signed for Wrexham for an undisclosed fee. The 28-year-old Scotsman departs home park following a distinguished 5.5 years as a pilgrim. He first joined on loan from Blackpool in January 2020 and scored in his first 3 games, all as a substitute. By the end of his stint, he had started 5 times and came off the bench on 8 occasions, scoring 7 goals as Argyle were promoted from Sky Bet League 2. The following season, he returned initially on loan, but then signing a permanent deal. He managed just 6 goals in 20/21, but truly found his feet in the following campaign, scoring 19 and then bagged 17 as the Greens completed another promotion. In the last 2 seasons with Argyle in the Championship, Hardie fired in 13 and 12 goals respectively, winning the 2024-25 Player of the Year award in the process. His 240 appearances have him joint 46th in Argyle's all-time appearance list, and his 74 goals put him equal 12th on the goal scorers chart, level with Jack Cork and Mick Bickle. Goals such as his late winner at Salford City, a hat-trick at Crewe Alexandra, a double against Exeter City and a winning penalty against Liverpool will live long in the memory for all Argyle fans. Hardie has been a likeable, reliable presence for the whole of Argyle's recent era and rightfully became a big fans' favourite. All the best, Ryan. Now, obviously, he has signed for Wrexham. They're yet to put an article out, but they have just done a little tweet that says, "This one's been brewing for a while. Welcome to Wrexham, Ryan Hardie." Let's talk about this one in a little bit more detail. Now, we knew that Wrexham were going to go in the transfer market this summer. There's been a lot of very experienced, high-profile names that have been rumoured, the likes of Tom Kearney, Aaron Cresswell. You know, the list would go on there. Rumours of 40, 50 grand a week, but I think this is a really smart signing for Wrexham. We know they've got a massive squad, they've got a lot of players on big wages, but if they were to go again next season after their back-to-back promotions, which is an unbelievable achievement, if they're going to want to kick on again next season, then we knew that they were going to need to go into the transfer market. And looking at their striker options for next season, I do feel like another addition was needed, and Ryan Hardie has that proven pedigree, really. You know, he's going to probably guarantee you double figures in terms of goals. He'll chip in with a few assists as well for next season. If you can keep him fit for a full campaign, we know that Wrexham have got other firepower at the top end of the pitch, particularly Sam Smith, but we've seen what the likes of Paul Mullin can do. Will he get an opportunity in the Championship? We've seen Jack Marriott when he's fit, decent little player at the top end of the pitch as well, but I think the likes of Ollie Palmer, Mo Fowl, obviously we already know about the departure of Stephen Fletcher, but I think Palmer will either be sold or go out on loan. I think Mo Fowl definitely needs a loan spell as well. So I think this for Wrexham is a really smart addition. If we have a look at Ryan Hardie then in a little bit more detail, as we know, he only had 1 year left on his contract with Plymouth Argyle, so it will be very interesting to know what the transfer fee would be. As we know, Wrexham, they've got the money. There's a lot of football fans that are very jealous about that, but if your club had that money, would you not be concerned if they weren't then spending it? So I would hazard a guess at $1 million, 2 million. I'm not really sure, because a player going into his final year of his contract, but he has got the proven Championship quality. He's coming into his prime years, but he's also a little bit injury prone. So Plymouth fans, let me know down below what would be a happy transfer fee you'd be happy with, and Wrexham fans, would you really be bothered about the transfer fee considering how much money that you do have? But last season in the Championship for Plymouth Argyle, then he played 37 matches, starting 28 of them, averaging just 62 minutes per game, but he did play just shy of 2,300 minutes. He scored 10 goals from an XG of 12.29, so obviously he underperformed his expected goals by 2.29, but he still averaged a goal every 228 minutes with a 16% goal conversion rate, missing a further 16 big chances. He also chipped in with 3 assists, which he massively overperformed that last campaign where he did create the 4 big chances. But I think Hardie is going to be a striker who works very hard. He's going to try and run in behind, but I think 13 goal contributions in 28 starts for a team that were inevitably inevitably relegated, I really don't think that is a bad return whatsoever. His only other season in the Championship was the campaign prior, where he played a little bit more football that season, 40 appearances and 33 starts, playing over 2,800 minutes, where he did score the 12 goals from an XG of 11.44, so he overperformed his expected goals in that season. So obviously Plymouth survived in the first season, he overperformed. Plymouth got relegated in the second season, he underperformed. But I definitely think Ryan Hardie is one of the last players you would blame for that relegation. I think the big one is obviously Wayne Rooney, not as a player. I must add that as well. In that campaign though, he averaged a goal every 213 minutes with a 12% goal conversion rate, missing the 13 big chances. He also did register 4 assists in that campaign, creating the 3 big chances. So Hardie, from his statistics here, his time in the Championship, he's never been the most clinical of strikers. He's not going to score every single opportunity, but will it be a front two at Wrexham if they are to stick with the 3-5-2? Will it be a front two of Hardie and Smith? Because as we know, Phil Parkinson does like that target man. Or are we going to see the likes of Jay Rodriguez play alongside a Sam Smith or Ryan Hardie, and they're going to be the strikers that are rotated between? Because we know they've got a lot of options to Wrexham. You've only got so many spots in the Championship, so some are going to get deregistered. Who's going to play? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Last season, Wrexham striker options were Mullin, Rodriguez, Smith, Marriott, Farl, Palmer, Bickerstaff and Fletcher. Sam Dolby was also out on loan as well. You're looking at 8 or 9 strikers. You obviously can't carry that many going into next season. There is going to be some departures, but I think Sam Smith is definitely going to be registered. Ryan Hardie's definitely going to be registered. I would probably say Jay Rodriguez will be registered as well. Probably Jack Marriott. And then you're looking at the other sort of options. You might get Paul Mullin in there. I know he's done very well for Wrexham over the last couple of years, but last season I think only 3 or 4 league goals. Now making a step up into the Championship, I just don't see it. I think a loan move for Mullin, where Wrexham are probably going to have to pay the majority of his wages, is the most smart thing, because he's still only 30 years of age. You know, he is now in his prime years. He's going to be one who be playing regular first team football, and I don't see him doing that at Wrexham. But Ryan Hardie for me is a really, really good signing. To summarise then, I think it's a good addition for Wrexham. He's going to work hard. He's going to press. Yes, there's some slight concerns over injuries, and he isn't the most clinical of strikers, but as a bit of competition for Sam Smith, he's not going to have cost tens of millions of pounds. I think this is a smart addition for Wrexham. Slightly younger than the likes of Jay Rodriguez or your Stephen Fletchers. You know, he is 28 now, which is a good age to sign a player. I'm not too sure on the length of contract. I don't think even now at the time of recording Wrexham have said any further regarding this signing. So he's actually come in on a contract until 2028. It has just been announced right this second. So he's come in on a 3-year deal. I think that's a smart addition. Just having a quick read through the article, there's one quote that I do want to pick out specifically. He says, "I love how family orientated the club is, the communities all together, and it really is a one club city. Everything to do with the football, and I'm really excited to be a part of that. I'll give everything I've got for the badge." So he's already kind of bought into the Wrexham project. I mean, it's easy to do so when you're getting a nice little pay packet at the end of every month. But like I said, I think it's a smart signing for Wrexham. If you have enjoyed watching today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. 140 likes, as I mentioned at the start of today's video, will be massively appreciated. And don't forget to get your thoughts in on this edition down in the comment section down below. Wrexham fans, Plymouth fans and wider football fans, let me know your thoughts on this business down below. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon for another one.